Hey friends, I want to talk about another friendship skill, which is sending a message to someone when you're thinking about them. This is so simple, but often overlooked, and I'm grateful to my friends who have really impressed this upon me, especially NVPKP, who talks about smooch doctrine. I'll talk about that in this video, and also Isabel. Isabel talks about this. Isabel Unraveled. Their example has really inspired me in this. And we all have these days, if you're watching this, then you have messaging apps probably. You have text messages, you have emails, you have, Discord, Signal, WhatsApp, Telegram, all these. I know it's a lot. There are so many different messaging apps and different people use different ones, but we have them for better, for worse. I enjoy them. I love corresponding with people. I've talked about that elsewhere. But we have all these ways to digitally send anyone a message around the world, provided you have internet access and they have internet access, which is true for an enormous portion of the world's population at this time, although not everyone. And so it's very simple. When you are thinking about someone, take the time to send them a message, even a very brief one. Just be like, hey, thinking of you. Heart emoji. I love heart emojis. I love ending sentences with heart emojis. It could be a picture, just a picture. Hey, here's where I am right now, or here's something I saw recently. It could be a meme that you saw that you think they would think is funny. It could be a question. You could say, how are you doing? What's going on? How's your new job? How's that relationship going? Whatever it is, you get to decide what the message is. It can be very short. It can be very simple, whatever is easy for you and joyful. But sending a short message when you're thinking of someone, just like, hey, thinking of you. This is how NVPKP talks about it, which is smooch doctrine, which is just to send someone the word smooch when you're thinking of them. I have sort of adopted this as just sending people heart emojis a lot of the time because that's more me flavored. But it could be anything. Anything. The point is a short, simple message that you don't even have to think that much about, but just like, hey, thinking of you. Another one that I like to do is if I have a dream about someone, to tell them, provided it's, something I feel comfortable sharing, but just like, hey, had a dream about you last night. We were hanging out here and this thing happened and I was happy to see you in my dreams. That's really nice and very connecting. Yeah, so and an interesting byproduct of this, especially because we're in a digital age that we're connected across the globe, is often you'll notice over time, oh, people were thinking about me too at that time. And this is a big part of why I believe hearts are connected across space and time, because I've just had so many instances of messaging someone to tell them I was thinking of them. And they're like, oh my gosh, I was literally just thinking about you right now. And, sometimes there's even evidence of this, but that's a whole other topic I won't get into. You don't have to believe what I believe about the nature of the universe to know that keeping in touch with friends is good and wholesome and brings you joy and brings them joy. And it can be really simple. It can be really easy. Just a heart emoji, just the word smooch, as NVPKP says, just a picture, just a funny meme you saw recently, just a question. Those are all things that could take 1 to 2 minutes max or less and help you stay connected to people. And if someone matters to you, if a friendship matters to you, then it's worth maintaining that friendship where you're just like, hey, thinking of you. It also doesn't matter if it's been 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. People love hearing from you. If you have a real friendship, if you've shared real meaning and intimacy with someone in some form, if they've been important to you and you've been important to them, they will appreciate hearing from you. They will really value that. And it will bring you closer, and it's almost as if you've never lost a day. You're like, oh my gosh, we're still connected. And of course you get to find out where someone else has been and what they've been through, what chapter of their life are in, but that friendship is still there. You'll find, oh, it's still there. In some cases, there's some unresolved conflict that has to get brought up, but by default, people really love to hear from you. They're grateful to hear from you, and it can be very simple. It can just be very simple. And there's always time later where you can have a catch-up call or spend time in person or have a more in-depth conversation, but just opening the door by saying, hey, thinking of you. Such a valuable skill. Almost you want it to be like a reflex where it's just like, oh, I'm thinking of this person, send them a message. have that be a default. If there's someone you care about, if there's someone you want to stay connected to, if you're thinking of them, send them a message. Basic friendship skill.